Welcome back. Coach Lou here. I hope everyone enjoyed last week's episode on the introduction of the two quarterback RPO system. Okay? On this episode, we'll be talking about how the wide zone is incorporated into the two quarterback RPO system. Just one single play that everyone's running nowadays in the NFL, college, even high school. Everyone's running the wide zone. So we're going to draw it up and even show you game film of how it works in your offensive system today. All right, to start, we're going to go with two players that played together at the University of Michigan, Devin Gardner and Denard Robinson. All right, those two players were electric for University of Michigan Wolverines. All right, now, that team didn't have the greatest success. They might have been 9-4, something like that. They definitely didn't win a national championship. But if they had run the two quarterback RPO system with those two guys, 99% chance they would have been in a national championship game. All right? That's how explosive those two guys were and how effective this offensive system is. So let's draw it up. All right? We got our offensive line. Bam. Denard Gardner. Back here. Devin Gardner, my bad. Back here in the backfield at quarterback. Next to him with Denard Robinson. All right? We're not using any receivers, names, or anything like that. We're just putting out the X, the Y, Z, and H, just to show it can be anyone at receiver. It's these two guys that are most important. All right, so got a Y receiver, Z out here split, our X and our H. All right, let's draw our defense. Nose, and let's put a 4-3 out there. Okay, Will, linebacker, Mike. Put the Sam right here, corner, strong safety, free safety, corner. Now, it's a two-shell look. We don't know exactly what it is. It could be anything. Doesn't matter right now. We don't care about that. All right? So to start this play, we're going to add a little motion just to give the defense some eye candy. All right? So this Z receiver is going to motion all the way next to the tackle as a wing back. All right? Devin Gardner will snap the ball. We'll go wide zone to the right. So here we're trying to reach, look in our gap, but staying at the line of scrimmage is important for this guard, looking for that Mike linebacker to blitz, or if the tackle or the nose stunts in front of him. All right? Same with the center. Go get that nose, block him, but make sure you don't run upfield. Guard, maybe you help, but then you're going to the right, you're looking to see if anyone goes in your B gap. All right? And then our tackle is pushing our end to the sideline. Now, if the end comes in, perfect. We want that, all right? Because then it's an easy reach block, and we'll take it all day, all right? Devin Gardner is reading this defensive end, all right? Robinson's going to go across his face. Gardner's going to read him. Reacting off what this end does will make how the play go, all right? If he stays there, we'll just give it up to Denard Robinson, all right? Denard Robinson, if he gets the ball, is just running to the right, all right? This Z receiver on the snap of the ball is coming across, running cross flat, all right? Right across the offensive line, right across the defense. He's got his little head start, bam, and he's going. Just to slow this guy up and make these guys think twice about running to the right because they see all of our linemen going to the right, all right? This Y receiver, we're giving him an option route, all right? We're giving him a 10-yard out or a corner, all dependent on what this corner does. All right? If this corner, which good corners, he'll do this on the motion. He'll start moving over to slide over to condense the field. All right? And then depending on how he reacts, if Denard Robinson gets the ball, all right? If this corner comes up hot, all right, because we already know this Sam linebacker is coming up field hot himself. Denard Robinson has two options, okay? He can throw this 10-yard out to the Y receiver, or he can cut back and hit one of these holes. All right? And he's so electric. He was so electric, so fast, so quick in college that we trust him. And he played quarterback. When Gardner was down, they threw Robinson at quarterback to run some plays, some read options, stuff like that. All right? This is where we know this guy can do it, where he can run the ball if he has to, but also can throw a nice, decent pass, a 10-yard out or even a corner to his wide receiver. All right? But if Devin Gardner, all right, keeps the ball because this end crashes hard, all right? Gardner, now he has It's 4 options. We can make it 2 options very simple. All right. The first option is we could just have this X and this H just block for this flat coming across, so Gardner can pull it, start running downfield, and if they don't get out, if they don't have the number advantage on defense, then throw this flat and let the guy go upfield. All right. If not, Gardner can always run it himself. All right. Those are the 2 options. Now I said 4 because we can change these routes. We can have our H receiver running a 10-yard out and our X running a fade. Okay. Now Gardner is really reading this corner and this will to start the second level defenders to see if he has the option to throw to one of these 3 guys in the flat, at the 10-yard out, or even the fade. And that's also depending on this free safety. This free safety's flowing over to here. That corner comes downhill. This will's looking at Devin Gardner. All right. Boom. Touchdown. Touchdowns. Okay. Do we see the explosiveness, you guys? Especially with these 2 guys in the backfield. I mean, yes, great receivers. You don't find them all the time. But in this offensive system, you don't need the best receivers. You don't need the best tight ends, all right? They will be open because we were making these defenders playing aggressive, playing downhill, coming fast, all right? So they just got to be able to catch a wide open pass. And I'm hoping, I mean, you're a receiver. You should be able to catch wide open passes all day, all right? So that's where these 2 guys, when they were at the University of Michigan, could have been amazing in this offensive system. All right, next, we got 2 guys that played together at the University of Florida. All right, now, yes, Florida is a factory of NFL talent. I understand that. I know it, okay? But these 2 players played with each other, and the year they didn't win the national championship. They only went 9-4. Now, yes, their quarterback, he won the Heisman. All right, and if that doesn't give it away who it was, Tim Tebow and Cam Newton. All right, Cam was a backup. Tebow was like the next coming, like, oh, he's going to be a great Florida quarterback for us. He's going to destroy college football. Yeah, he did, and he won 2 national championships, back up in the first one, won the second one the following year after this Heisman season. But guys, you had those 2 guys in your roster. You wasted them. I'm sorry to say, but you wasted them. All right, let's go. Let's draw up just one simple wide zone play with Tim Tebow and Cam Newton. All right, guys. They both won national championships at 2 different schools. He won at Auburn. He won it at Florida. You had him on the same roster, Florida. You really could have had a true 3-4 years of winning national titles if you could have kept them together, buying into this offensive system. All right. Let's put a Y, our tight end right there. Our Z split out off the ball. X, H. Okay? Guys, I mean, if you gave me those 2 guys at quarterback, they're both 6'5". The ability to run plays with these guys would have been amazing. With the rest of the NFL talent around them, Florida, you had a dynasty. You had a big-time dynasty. All right? Let's draw a defense. Let's go with the same defense, just flipping it the other way. Spread out a little bit. Let's go Mike. Sam out here. Will. Free safety. Strong safety. Corner. This is where I'm serious. Defense, do whatever you want. We will react off of you. Okay? We're going wide zone to the left. All right? Cam Newton is doing a bash. A back across, back away. All right? He's going to go this way. The offensive line is going to be blocking this way to the left. All right? Offensive line to the left. Cam Newton to the right. Tim Tebow's reading this end. All right? What our receiver is going to do, their routes. The wide receiver, our tight end, he's got a flat to the right. Really to hold up this end, okay? Unless this guy crashes hard. All right? Our Z receiver, he has a fade. Just a simple get out, clear out. If it's open, great, we'll take it. If it's not exactly what we're looking for on this particular play. All right? Now, our Z receiver has a nice pivot, a 5-yard in and out pivot. And our H has a post corner. All right? Really because he has the time on this play. All right? Tim Tebow will be rolling to his left. This is why I think it works, you guys. It's just a rollout for Tim Tebow. It really, truly turns into a rollout where if he finds a hole to run through, I mean, we'll take 6'5", 225, whatever he was in college, running up the middle, okay? We'll also take another 6'6", 6'5", 230, fast man running to the right. All right, we'll take our odds. So all depending on what this end does is that first level read. If he crashes, okay, if he picks up Cam Newton, then Tim Tebow, if he crashes, I take that back. If he crashes hard, Tim's going to give it to Cam. All right, so Tebow is going to slide to the right, and then he'll go to the left. So he's sliding with Cam. He's riding. He's reading. He's seeing what this end does. This guy crashes hard, okay? Tebow's going to hand it off to Cam. Cam's just rolling right, all right? He's seeing what these defenders are doing, all right? If any one of them crash, he has this wide receiver. Or if they go out too far with the flat or with the fade, Cam can pull it and run it for himself. And finally, if any one of these three guys come downhill to get this flat or try and tackle Cam, Cam is strong enough, accurate enough, and good enough to throw this fade to the Z receiver, open, touchdown, running down the sideline. All right? Tim, if he keeps it because this end runs upfield to take away Cam, okay, Tebow's just rolling left. He's reading now these defenders, all right? He's noticing the first level defenders, the end, the nose, any Mike, anyone that blitzes inside. But we trust our offensive line to pick these guys up, all right? So while Tebow is rolling to his left, all right, with the ball right in the middle, he's seeing if this corner is coming up to make the tackle, if this will linebacker, this free safety, to see if he has the X on the pivot or the H on the post corner. All right, guys, these are just some past concepts I'm showing you. You have your own past concepts you could show, you can draw, so we mix it up. All right? The big thing is we don't want a post. We don't want a Tim Tebow rolling left and throwing a post to his right. All right? That's where the interceptions, that's where the trouble comes from. So we want a lot of outside breaking routes. All right? And that's where we got this pivot and this post corner, because he has time on this play, because Tim has to ride with Cam to his right, then start rolling to his left with the protection of the offensive line. All right? Making sure these guys don't go downfield. And guys, this is just one play with Tim and Cam in this offensive system. All right? Motioning, different personnel. I mean, seriously, guys, the possibilities are endless on the creativity they could have had on their offensive system if they went with Cam Newton and Tim Tebow. All right? Last play. All right? Very recently, 2-3 years ago about, all right, at the University of Alabama, they had a quarterback controversy. All right? Two guys that were great, and Bama just didn't know what to do with them. Now, look, when they made the switch with Jalen Hurts as their starter and Tua Tagovailoa as their backup freshman year in the national championship, when they went with Tua to win the game for them, yes, automatically we knew, oh, we got a problem here. All right? Bama, what are we going to do? Bama, you are a school with Nick Saban running the helm where, honestly, I believe, doesn't matter what you run, you guys will be successful. You have crazy NFL talent. Nick Saban knows how to coach football out of his mind, all right, where it's very simple. I mean, look, they went 13-0, and they made the switch to Tua as their quarterback and Jalen Hurts as their backup, all right? But in that season, the 2018 season, okay, after they beat Georgia in the national championship, they went undefeated. Tua looked like the man. Jalen was on the sideline being a great teammate, all right, but not playing, not being used. Even though you had other NFL talent, Jalen just wasn't being used. He was just watching from the sideline. I believe Jalen Hurts could have been used a whole lot more during that season. All right? And it showed. Look what happened in the national championship. Yes, you made it. All right? Great accomplishment. You got smacked by Clemson. Just absolutely destroyed by Trevor Lawrence and Clemson. All right? if you had this offensive scheme, if this was, and I'm not saying you should have ran it the whole season, but if this was in your back pocket, if you ran some plays during the year, and right, the national championship would have been the perfect time to pull it out because Clemson wouldn't have been fully prepared for it. And even when Clemson punched you in the mouth, you could have responded with this offensive system. They would not have known what to do. All right. So here we go. Your offensive line. Let's go Tua. All right, right there at quarterback, and then Jalen Hurts right next to him. Okay. Next, I'm just gonna go with a simple defense just to show I really don't care what's happening on D right now, honestly. Okay, this is what I mean. Like, the different fronts, yes, changes up the blocking scheme, but it really doesn't change a whole lot for me as an offensive coordinator because we're reacting off what you're doing. We're taking what you're giving us, all right? We have plays that are designed to beat, certain coverages, but we're more or less beating you with our better athletes and our smarts, all right? Let's go. Our X here, H there, very simple. Y, Z, just a simple 2x2. I'm not getting crazy, nothing out of this world. All right, free safety, strong safety, corner. All right, maybe he slides out more. He's in the box, out of the box. I'm telling you, do whatever you want, you guys. I mean, we're preparing these guys. We're coaching them up what to read and look for, okay? But we're doing a simple wide zone. Wide zone lock, all right? So we're going to the left, all right? Here, here, here. We're locking this up, all right? We don't want to always run our quarterback, especially when you got a guy like Tua. Quick release. He's not the fastest, all right? He is fast, but not the fastest, where he's just reading the defense, getting the ball out quick. He's got the time to read and then just throw the ball, all right? Jalen Hurts coming to the right. That was a little too far upfield. Let me get my towel. Bam. Okay, Jalen Hurts coming across to the left. All right, watching the offensive line. Back here, we got a glance or a bang by our wide receiver in the slot and a 5-yard quick in. All right, so Jalen has time to read this. All right, since it's only a second level read, we're blocking everyone at the line of scrimmage. Okay, so if any of these guys come in too much, Tua can easily ride with Jalen and just throw one of those quick passes and we'll take it. All right. If none of these guys, if they're staying, if they're in that freeze, the fit freeze technique some defense coaches use, if they're freezing, staying there, cool. We're great with that. Because now who's got the ball? Jalen Hurts. All right. Rolling to his left with 3 linemen blocking for him. Okay. Very simple. We're going to run a wheel with our H receiver and run a deep pivot. All right, we're going to get 10 yards upfield. We're going to act like we're doing a cross. All right, then we plant with our right foot and we come out to the sideline. Okay, now we're reading this corner, this Sam linebacker and the strong safety. All right, any of these guys come downhill too fast? Jalen, take it, throw it. All right, Jalen, if they're not coming at you, they're staying back playing defense, fine. Take it. We love you to run the ball because you're a man against boys in college. You could have easily run any of these guys over, and we'll take that all day. All right? Look, Bama, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, if you had this offensive scheme just in your back pocket, you didn't have to run it all year, but if you're using it sparingly throughout the year just to give your offense a jolt, just to see it live during a game, you could have pulled it out in the national championship and most likely beat Clemson. All right. Now we got 4 plays. I got 4 plays from my own team that we ran last year when I was offensive coordinator. All right. Yes, some of them, one or two looks like we didn't fully run it correctly. Okay. But it gives you a game-like film to see how it looks, this offensive system.
This first play, we have a 3-by-1 to the right. We're running wide zone to the right. Backside. On this particular play, we didn't care about the single receiver on the left. We only have 2 receivers going downfield. We have a corner from the slot and a 5-yard hitch by the outside receiver. The number 3 is going to lead block. He's going to help protect the second quarterback right here, number 1 in the backfield. Okay, so let's start the play. As you see, wide zone to the right. We were just going there right away because by handing it off to the ball, the defense, if you notice, some of those linebackers right here start committing downfield. Bam, here comes this guy. That's why he's out there. Now, yes, is he too far downfield? 100%. Could have been a penalty, okay? But that's okay. Now, our receiver down here is getting double teamed, where eventually he also gets triple teamed. And our guy back here, our second quarterback, is doing a great job of running full speed while still reading. Now, could he have taken the outside? Yes, 100%. But in this situation, it was 4th and 3, 4th and 4. Okay, so we were looking for the touchdown, but at the same time, we got to take what the defense has given us. So let's play here we go. See, they start triple teaming him. Now that guy's on he's coming down on him, breathing hard. Where, I mean, if this player had a second chance, maybe he would have ran it for the first down. Or even safer, look who's wide open, is this hitch route, because it's triple team back there. I understand it was 4th and 3. I mean, it's not like we're running this play all the whole season, but seeing it, then again, he would have thrown that. We should have done a better job blocking that, but instead we throw it up. Could have been pass interference. It is what it is. But did you see how the defense committed so hard? Okay, they backed up. We triple team one of our players, where our second quarterback could have thrown the ball to this hitch right here, and that guy probably would have caught it and scored. Okay, but this is just one example of how the 2-quarterback system works. All right, here's another play. Excuse the size of the screen. I don't have access to all the plays from last year. I'm at a different school now, but here's the idea. We're going wide zone to the right. At the bottom of our screen here to the left, we have a fade by the outside receiver and a 5-yard quick out. To the top of the screen, we have a post corner from the slot receiver and a 10-yard out. All right. Now our quarterback, since it's just a wide zone to the right, is reading first and second level. If this guy crashes, he's supposed to pull it and then start reading the second level, this outside linebacker in this corner, decide if he has this 5-yard out or this fade. As you notice on the play, number 11 does a good job of staying square to going outside shade, where our quarterback makes the right read. All right. Now, our second quarterback is getting the ball. We're doing a good job blocking it up front. Obviously, there is no running room to hit a hole, but do you see how aggressive the defense is playing, how they're coming downhill, all those linebackers? And this is where our second quarterback, or even both quarterbacks, have to be some of our best athletes, where they can outrun these guys, these slower linebackers, okay, while still reading downfield to see if there's an open route. And as you can see, as the play moves forward, bam, that corner, I'm going to go back up a little bit, this corner is coming downhill fast, where bam, our second quarterback is ready to throw it to the 10-yard out right behind him. And it's a pretty good ball on the run. Our receiver makes a great catch, all right? But this is the idea. The defense gets so aggressive, that we're going to throw these little 10-yard outs, these 5-yard hitches, these corners right behind you and get yards after catch all day. All right, so now next play, I'm going to show you a bad example, which obviously I've learned running it for a season, but now understanding the system a little better myself, what you need to do to set it up. This is the play that we do take a loss in the backfield. Actually, it ends up being an incomplete pass, but it's on me as a coach to doing better of having a shorter route every single time, or at least early on, to give that second quarterback the option to get the ball out quick, because these linebackers are so aggressive. So in this play, we have a wide zone lock to the right, all right, with a 5-yard out in the fade at the top of our screen. Now these two at the bottom are actually running a post corner and a 10-yard out. Now you'll see that actually there are multiple options for both quarterbacks to throw to. Okay, here we go real quick. Snap the ball, bam. Okay, now our quarterback didn't fully take the time to read it. Okay, not mad. But as you can see later on, a little bit right now, this 5-yard quick out does become open if we do a better job of writing the exchange. Okay? So as you can see, bam. I mean, look how open this guy is. We're doing a great job blocking over here. There's a nice pancake over here. They're doing a great job, these other linemen, staying at the line of scrimmage because we don't want to go too far downfield or else it's a penalty. Okay? This linebacker's coming downhill itself. Okay? But going back a little bit, this quarterback, yes, he could have thrown this 5-yard out with a fade to get the corner down the field where, if, let's be realistic here. If he gets this ball out and throws this 5-yard out, this receiver can make this block in the corner, and this 5-yard out can easily turn into a 20-yard gain. Okay, but on this play, our second quarterback gets the ball, doing a great job holding the ball at his chest, running to his right, reading to see who's open. All right, and this is on me as a coach now, where if I had a shorter route, if I had a 5-yard hitch right here or a quick out, our quarterback would have been able to get the ball out. Now, yes, we didn't get these blocks. Okay, we got to do a better job by the O-line of getting in front better, getting out. All right, quicker out of our stances to help protect the quarterback longer. And as you see, we have an incompletion. Luckily, I don't think they gave us a penalty. But obviously what I've learned is if we had a shorter route, almost not every single time, but sometimes, at least early on in the game, to help get the quarterback, gain the ball out for the second quarterback, will really make the defense think twice of running downfield, which then later on we could add 2 deep routes like this. All right, so yes, we're showing you a bad example, but this is an example to learn from, which is going to make the system stronger by understanding these little mistakes. It's probably the best play. It really shows how this system works. Obviously, it's also better high definition videography. Okay, but you can also see the angle and the positioning of the second quarterback when he gets the ball. So watch. I mean, we have the same thing up top. We had a 5-yard quick out with a fade. It's just one of our simpler, safer concepts we ran last year. And the quarterback did a great job reading it, where this guy came in, blitzing. Okay, so hands it off to this second quarterback running out to his left. Okay, so we have the wide zone lock to the left. And look at him carrying the ball perfectly right in his chest. He's keeping that spacing while slowly coming downhill if he has to run the ball. All right, but he's reading the routes downfield. Our line does a great job holding up right here, where we know this guy's a better athlete than almost all the players over here, where he can read downfield. And then bam, this corner came up. That's where we got you, buddy. We want you to come up because then right behind you, what is that? 15, 20-yard pass. All right. And that's where we understand, maybe at the high school, even college level, you don't have the greatest quarterbacks, but guys, they don't need to make the best throws. It has to be a good enough throw. Well, that's a 20-yard gain. That's one play that was a 20-yard game. And in this game, this particular game, we ran 4 plays in a row where we just kept gaining 5, 10, 20 yards every single time that the coaches on the other team had to call timeout just to try and stop and slow us down. All right, to tell their players, yo, chill, don't come up, don't be too aggressive. And this is the whole point of the system. When we get defensive coaches telling their players not to be aggressive on defense, we got you. We got you, and we know it. And now we'll just start pounding the rock down your face because you're not coming up fast enough to tackle us at the line of scrimmage, where we'll take the run yards all day. And then eventually you'll be looking at your coach, no, coach, we have to be aggressive. And then we're going to pop the hit big throws right behind you. We're just taking what the defense has given us and creating these mismatches where the opposing coaches will have no idea what to do. They'll burn all their timeouts, and we'll just be celebrating on the sideline for all the touchdowns we'll be having.
All right, see? Now even watching those films, those game-like films. I mean, this is where the whiteboard's nice, but seeing it live, seeing it in practice, all right, running plays just to give your quarterback, your 2 quarterbacks, those looks will help it make it easier on game day to see where the options will be, okay? Where he can throw that 5-yard out, that fade, that corner, that pivot, okay? Guys, thank you for tuning into this week. We showing how the wide zone works with the 2-quarterback RPO system. All right. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. All right. Follow me on Instagram, Coach Lou Traverso, for updates on the 2-quarterback RPO system and just what's going on. All right, with me coaching this upcoming season. I mean, we're about to have pads next week. All right, I'm excited. One more week of on air, but get some pads. See this live. See the 2-quarterback RPO system and how the players, at this new team I'm at, work. All right. Next, don't forget to go on Amazon, look up Lucian Traverso, so you can buy the 2 books. All right. The starter edition, what the 2-quarterback RPO system's about, and then how it works in the NFL. How every single NFL team can run it. All right. Finally, don't forget to go to thegoatherder.com to buy some of the 2-quarterback RPO system merch. All right, t-shirt right now. Goat Herder's got some great gear. All right, they're a good upcoming brand, so please support it. Thank you. All right, again for watching this video. Next week, we're going to be talking about speed option, all right? How the speed option works into this 2-quarterback RPO system, all right? Stay tuned. Thanks, guys.